Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek. And today we're going to be looking at an old school masterpiece. This here is from the 25th anniversary, I believe, Walmart exclusive Skywarp. Now, as always, before we look at the figure, let's go ahead and let's take a quick look at this packaging. Alright guys, so let's take a quick look at this here. As you can see, you got the nice big window so you can actually see the figure here. And you got this little bit of cardboard at the bottom with Transformers universe at the bottom, along with the Decepticon logo, robots in disguise. You got some cool artwork of Skywarp here along the side of the box, along with Masterpiece Skywarp with the Decepticon logo once again. And on the back, you got some product shots of the figure himself. Now, looking at this figure here, obviously he doesn't transform the same way as my masterpiece Thundercracker, which is pretty much came in the same box like this, but they do transform differently. They do have different style, but we're gonna get into it. Here's some features of the figure itself: open canopy, swing open nose cone, missile launchers on the chest, and this one actually comes with two faces for the figure. Really cool. I'm actually excited to get this. This is my second masterpiece that I've owned, so I'm really excited. So we're gonna open it up and we're gonna take a look at the figure. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Alright guys, so here is the figure, and he comes with a stand just like the Thundercracker I have, and looks really cool. It comes with a couple accessories, so let's go ahead, let's get a closer look at this one, and let's see if we can spot the differences between them. First off the bat, as you can see, the way the instructions say, that section has to swing out to the back in order to hide it. But as you can see here, he's got some really nice detail to him, just like my Thundercracker figure. Very nicely done. Now, this figure is quite old, and this is the first time he's been taken out of the box. As you can tell with all the, I don't know if you've seen it on the figure, all the elastic that was holding him in, the rubber bands were completely disintegrated. But he does look really nice. He does have a lot of his firmness to his joints and everything. He's not wobbly. He's never actually taken out, so this is the first time being taken out the box, and he looks really good. And I'm really kind of nervous because in the past with figures that are in box for long periods of time, what happens is a lot of the joints and everything tend to get a little rusty, and they tend to get a little stiff, and when you try to move them around and transform them, that's when stuff starts breaking off. So hopefully it's not gonna happen with this guy. Let's go ahead and get into the articulation. Obviously his head is on a ball joint, and you can look way up, you can look left, you can look right, and you can see right there at the bottom, the way the ball joint is, you can actually get to his head. Is not a separate head that you gotta take out. It's actually one piece there that you can spin around. Now let's see if I'm able to get his head out without messing him up. Let's try to do it. Let's see, can we get the head to spin? One, I don't want to chip the paint. Two, I don't want to rip the head off. I don't want to damage the figure. Okay, this piece, from what I understand, that piece does come off. It's not a parts former, it's just something that can't come off easily to prevent it from breaking, but it does snap back in. Now, let's go ahead and see if we can get this there. We got the head to spin, so we can move it out. There we go. I don't know about you, but it doesn't really look like much of a difference in the head. The face looks almost the same. As you can see here, we have where the missile pods on the chest are, and I do believe Thundercracker has them in the exact same spot as well. Now, as you can see, his arm does go out to the side, and if it wasn't for the wings, he can do a 360 rotation with a nice tight ratchet shoulder joint. Now, when it comes to the elbow, I know these guys can actually go past 90 degrees, as you can see here. Very nicely done. You can see some of the glitter and the paint job finish there. It looks really nice. And obviously he has lots of articulation there. And yes, you have the articulation in the thumbs and the pointer finger, index finger. The rest of the fingers are together, as you can see here. I think this is pretty much how all the Masterpiece figures were back in the day. But you do have a little bit of wrist rotation there. And he does have a little bit of hip rotation, as you can see here. He does get in the way of himself. Now, when it comes to the leg splits, Skywarp can't really do the leg splits. That's about as far as he can go. And when it comes to going forward, let me see here. I don't think those pop out. So that's pretty much as far as forward he can go. He does have thigh rotation. And he does have somewhat about 90 degrees at the knee. But like I said, he doesn't really get to bend anywhere. These figures didn't have much in articulation. The toes, that's pretty much all they can do is go down and up. You got a little tiltage in the thrusters there. Alright, now as you can see back here, you got these fins hanging out to pass the wings. That's something that Thundercracker doesn't have, but Skywarp does. It's a separate transformation. I'm wondering if I'm ever able to get my hands on Starscream, is it going to be different? Now, as you can see here, he does come with some missiles, just like Thundercracker did. He comes with this really cool stand, just like Thundercracker did. And this stand actually works in two ways, for his robot mode and for his alt mode, which we're going to take a look at here shortly. And it actually holds pretty stiff. At the bottom here, we have a peg here for the little hook. Now, this hook is for the Megatron little gun that can be held by Skywarp, Starscream, or Thundercracker. I believe I have the correct gun. And he also comes with a little pilot. Now, his is black. Thundercracker actually came out with a chromed up pilot. We'll see what Starscream comes with, if I'm ever able to get my hands on him. But that's it right now, guys. So guys, really fast, let's do a quick comparison before we go into his alt mode. Alright guys, so once again, here is Skywarp. So let's go ahead and let's bring in Thundercracker. Alright guys, so here is Thundercracker right next to Skywarp, as you can see. Very nice. They're both the same, it's just offset of the camera. But guys, let's go ahead, let's transform him and let's check out his alt mode.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
You can trust me, Rodimus. You can trust me, Galvatron.
Introducing the Transformer Double Spy. From a supercar, he can transform into a heroic Autobot or an evil Decepticon. Now discover the clones. Decepticon clones look identical, but one transforms into a Puma, the other into a Hawk. To fight Autobot clones, one of these twins transforms into a jet, the other a dragster. Double Spy sold separately, clones sold together from Hasbro.
We now return to the Transformers.
Alright guys, so here it is in the alt mode. Skywarp looking really good. I do like these Masterpiece alt modes. Let's go ahead and get a closer look. As you can see here, very nicely done with the detail. And as old as he is, he looks still amazing. Now you can open up the cockpit. You can see the little pilot up in there. There we go. Very nice. Let's go ahead and close that up. And it does have a couple of features like the jets. As you can see here, he does have the air brake. The plane's put up to slow down when they're landing. He has the flaps here, so you can position them if you want. Very nice. Now, you can open up this back here and you can see kind of like the engine work, which is a very nice detail that they put in. I do like that. That's pretty cool. You got the articulation of the thrusters there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the bottom. You got the landing gear here in the front. You got the missiles under the wing. The rear wheels for the landing gear. Now looking at the bottom, you really don't see much of the robot. They do hide it pretty good, as you can see here in the front as well. Only thing you do really see is the hands. That's about it. Everything else from the figure is hidden very, very well, which is the same with Thundercracker. You know, either way, in robot mode or in their alt mode, they look very nice. And here's that feature that we were talking about earlier. It's something that the plane can do. I don't know why they put it on here, but it's cool that it has all these extra little features. Shows that they actually paid attention. This thing is at least 10 years old. I know mine. I think I got mine, my Thundercracker, back in 2012, 2010. So I'm pretty sure he's around the same era, which is really cool. But guys, let's go ahead. And before we get into the comparison, let me show you that little clip, what you can actually do with it. Alright guys, so the clip underneath the stand, this is what you can actually do with it. It actually portrays one of the episodes where I believe it was Starscream was able to hold Megatron underneath him while he was firing. And you can actually do it with Skywarp. I've done it with the Thundercracker in one of the videos. That's what these clips are for, as you can see right there. All it is just for him to actually do that. I already showed you guys him holding, Thundercracker holding Megatron, so I'm not going to really go through it with Skywarp, but that's what this clip's for. That's underneath the display stand. So let's go ahead and do a quick comparison. Alright guys, so here is Skywarp. Let's go ahead and start bringing in Thundercracker once again. Alright, so once again, here we have Thundercracker and Skywarp both together, looking really cool. I like the way they both look. And guys, this is where we're going to end the video for today. Alright guys, so once again, that's going to wrap up another episode of Toy Collector Review. Now when it comes to the masterpiece, I believe this is the 25th anniversary edition Skywarp. If you are able to grab one of these guys, I do recommend getting them. They are really cool, and as you can see here, if I would have put this on my desk and not tell anybody, because I am a huge aircraft fan, and a lot of people know this, nobody would even know that it was a Transformer. Look at it right now on display. As you can see, you can't really tell that it's a Transformer. It looks like a model of a fighter jet that the military uses nowadays, which is really cool. I like it. It looks awesome. Now, I did pay about $75 for him. I know some places he goes for a little bit more, and there's other places that sell him for a lot cheaper, but I was able to get him mint in the box, great condition, nothing wrong with him. He's perfect, and it's really awesome, and I'm so glad that I was able to get a figure like this that is this old and doesn't have any real damage or any brittle parts due to his age, which is really cool. So I am so happy about that. And guys, once again, it comes to that point in time in the video where if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, become a member of this channel, hit the bell notification so you guys can be notified every time I put out a new video. And guys, smash that like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. And if there's anything in particular you guys would like to see on this channel, go ahead and hit me in the comment section below, and I will do my best to get that out there for you guys. And guys, once again, don't forget to go check out our Facebook group, Nerdvana, where we put all these videos up and you can post pictures of your collection. We have chats and we comment on everybody's stuff. Really good environment, really great people there. I do recommend go checking it out. And guys, don't forget to check out our TikTok page where we have videos, quick highlights of some of the videos that we post on here, and a couple of quick goofs and some stop motion animations that I do find on the internet. Whatever I can get my hands on, I put on the TikTok. But guys, once again, that's gonna be it for today. I'm Sergeant Geek, and I'm signing off.